Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. I am Mary, a UX designer at IronPlane and Snowdog, and I'll be sharing here some recommendations and observations about UX design to help you and your store provide the best experience for your customers. And in today's episode, I want to give few practical tips on how to make your customers feel that moving around your store and finding product they need is not only fast and simple, but also comfortable and enjoyable. In this episode, we will look at key things that make the shopping experience smooth and pleasant. We will talk about designing your homepage, organizing information clearly, ensuring accessibility, and keeping your store responsive. And in the end, I will show you an example of well-designed homepage that includes the recommendation I'll be sharing today. And one more thing, if you have any questions or you would like to discuss a potential collaboration with us, just reach out by email. We will be happy to answer your questions and show you solutions that fit the best for your needs. So let's start with the first key point, which is functionality and presentation of your homepage. Your homepage is your client's first impression. It's the moment when they decide to stay or to leave. So, with just few seconds, your homepage should answer three basic questions, which are where I am, what can I buy here, and how can I buy what I'm looking for. If those answers aren't immediately clear, users just won't spend time trying to figure it out. They will just leave probably. So remember to be mindful of having a clear presentation of your offer. Your categories needs to be clear and easy to access and logically named. And also try to keep an optimal number of categories. If you have a lot, it might be worth to group product into fewer main categories and then subcategories. And at the same time, keep a clear information hierarchy. The most important element, like your main menu, search bar, key categories, best-selling product, or current promotions, should be visible in the top part of the homepage. When less important content, such as additional details or longer descriptions, can be placed at the bottom of the homepage. The second key principle is simplicity and a strong focus on usability. It's about making it easier for customers to navigate your store and avoid overwhelming them with unnecessary distractions. And I've prepared a few recommendations that can help with that. The first one is to minimize visual distractions by limit the color palette to neutral tones like white or gray. Besides the important elements you want to empathize on your layout, like call to action buttons, and also use a clear background without unnecessary decorative elements or components unrelated to the main goal. The second recommendation is to keep content easy to scan. Keep text consistent and use short sentence, use bullet points, and highlight key information in bold. And the third recommendation is design an efficient call to action. The call to action guides users towards a specific action, such as signing up or making a purchase or downloading content. So a well-designed call to action improves navigation and increases conversion. And efficient call to action buttons They clearly stand out and provide strong contrast by using contrast colors, for example. And they are reserved for key actions. So be mindful of frequency. If call to actions appear too often, or so they can lose impact and might create confusions. And another critical element that helps users move around your store or find product they need is accessibility. Which means that your store should be designed for people with various disabilities, including those with visual conditions, motor limitations, users who rely on screen readers, or older users. So here we have a few of many examples that supports accessibility. And the first one is ensuring a proper contrast between text and background. Another one is to making buttons and clickable areas large enough, using clear and readable typography, having a logical heading structure. And the last one is it's to provide alternative text for images. And as I mentioned before, there are many more. So make sure you take time to carefully review and put all accessibility guidelines in place. And also update regularly and test them as you go. And the last recommendation is responsiveness and mobile-first thinking. Today, a huge percentage of e-commerce traffic actually comes from mobile devices. So that's why it's really essential to make sure that your store is fully responsive across all screen sizes. Responsiveness, it's all about designing websites and apps so they adapt automatically to different screens. And this means the layout, the text, and the interface elements all adjust to stay clear and easy to use. And also, buttons needs to be large enough and easy to tap, especially with your thumb on a phone, so users don't have to carefully aim just to add product to their cart. Plus, navigation should feel intuitive both on desktop and mobile, whether in portrait or a landscape mode. So changing the device orientation shouldn't break the experience at all. It's very important here as well to test your store on different devices in different orientations, and don't just assume it works. Make sure you verify it, and that's really the only way you can make sure every user gets a smooth and consistent experience, no matter what device they are using. Now I'd like to show you an example of a very well-designed homepage. It includes elements that help users move around the online store easily and quickly find the product they are looking for. As soon as we enter the website, we can notice that the best-selling products are shown first. And thanks to this, users immediately see items that may interest them the most. Next, both in the main menu and lower on the page, there is a category section. It helps customers easily reach the part of the store they are interested in, and also find what they need, and shows what else the store offers. It also worth noticing that basic rules of good information structure are used here. The most important elements are placed at the top of the page, while less important content appears below. And this makes navigation easier and more comfortable for users. I would also like to highlight the clean and well-organized layout here. A lot of attention was given to the choice of colors, fonts, and amount and placement of content. Everything was designed carefully, so the page is clear, easy to read, and visually pleasant. Call to action was also used in a good way. They are placed in the right spots, used in the right amount, and clearly visible. And because of this, users easily understand where they can click and what action they can take. The whole project was created with a strong focus on accessibility. The designers made sure that font size is readable, color contrast is appropriate, and clickable elements are large enough, along with many other details that improve comfort and usability. And additionally, the website is responsive. It adjusts well to different screen sizes and provide a comfort experience no matter what device the user is using.